January 1st, Happy New Year. Just got done having a little meeting at Starbucks with really cool guy. Some of you will probably know his name. If you don't know his name yet, you'll probably know his name in the future. But yeah, it's just really setting the tone for how I think this year is going to go. You know, a lot of important meetings with important people. Not just meetings for the sake of doing meetings. So yeah, last night I actually went to a small vibe called Sinwar, brought in the New Year, partying for the first time. I'm a real chill, relaxed guy. For me, as long as I have the right people around me, I don't necessarily need, too much on top of that. But yeah, I made a decision this year to see what it's like to actually, be in a more formal setting. The music was good, vibes were high, and didn't get too drunk, didn't get too wasted, too pissed. So I feel really good this morning, and to just get up, get after it, get that meeting in, and just spend some time hanging out with my friends this afternoon. I think that's gonna be a day well spent. One thing I've been doing over the last couple of years is coaching younger kids football, and it's been a really good experience to be able to give back and share in the sport I love and see the next generation really indulge in the sport as well. Now, one thing that has come as quite a surprise for me has been the ability to really take perspective from these younger kids, to be honest, and almost see the world through the eyes of a child again. A lot of times it could be easy to just get caught up thinking about everything going on in your personal life, all of the places that you need to be at the same time. But I think that working with kids really helps to give you that refreshing outlook on the fact that, hey, maybe things aren't so serious, and there's always a different way to look at the scenario that you're in right now.
With the Sigma. Sigma boy, Sigma boy. I'm just a chill guy.
It hasn't been long since I've started trying to post again quite frequently on my Instagram, and since starting that, I've been able to have some amazing conversations. I would say that that's probably the one part of me, posting on Instagram, being a little bit more visible, that I enjoy most, just having those organic conversations with all of you guys. So really appreciate that, and keep that coming. If you don't follow me on IG, highly recommend that you do. And for the people who've been following me for quite a long time, they'll know that I've been in and around this content space for quite some time. I started documenting my journey when I was in university. That led to me building FootyTutor, and I also did some, a little bit of coaching, a little bit of consultancy, helping some people with their brands and that type of stuff. And that's why I do sometimes still get a few questions from people who know that I'm interested in that space. And I actually got a couple this week that I wanted to go through and just share the answers on here. First question I got was from Jonah. He was asking, would creating a second Instagram account for creative purposes increase engagement? So in creating a new account in general, Instagram generally tends to favor new accounts and tends to give them a little bit more exposure to their audience, just to allow them to collect more data to see, yes, who is this new creator, who are the people that they keep engaged, who are the people that they keep on the platform. So if you've had an account for a long time, Instagram generally knows the types of people that are interested in your content and the possibility for them to push your content to bigger audiences. And if you start a new account, Instagram generally tends to give you a little bit more reach just to see who are the people that you are capable of, keeping engaged on the platform. And eventually, honestly, can they place ads in and around your content to help them to advance their business model? Because at the end of the day, all that Instagram really cares about is retaining users on their platform and their ability to feed their ads to these users. So the second thing that I would want to quickly consider when answering a question like this is, how much of it do you plan to have as a personal brand, and how much do you plan to potentially have as a business or a truly creative entity? If there's going to be a personal element and you want to retain that visibility with the people who would have been, following you for quite a while, then I would say you're totally fine to just go above and beyond and build on top of that audience. I think that if you use the right strategies and you're just consistent, Instagram will still show you to some new populations. You just have to show them that you're putting out that content consistently. But the flip side of it, and something that I honestly wish that I had done when I was first starting on my new journey of really showing the world another face of myself, is to create a new account just so that you don't have those, thoughts in your head. Oh, what is this person going to think? What is that person going to think? And also you can build an ethos, you can build a voice, you can build an approach to that audience that anyone coming there would now see you as that from this point forward, as opposed to trying to, change narratives of your friends from high school or whatever they think about you. And they might not support you. They might think you're weird. They might spread, whatever. So if that mental aspect is going to get at you, and it got on me, but I kind of like just went above and beyond it. If you think that's going to get at you, I would highly recommend starting a new account. Last thing to consider, whether you decide to create a new account or not, is that you want to utilize as many features on the Instagram platform as possible. Now, Instagram, as I said, they are in the business of collecting data. They are in the business of keeping users on their platform as long as possible. So if you're going to be using multiple features, especially like new features that come up in their stories, that type of stuff, if you're going to be going live, if you're going to be posting pictures, reels, carousels, if you're going to be really utilizing all of the different tools on the Instagram platform, regardless of if you use a new account or old account, Instagram is going to favor you because, as I said, they want to collect as much data as possible. So if you're giving them all of these opportunities to have touch points with various audiences, they will push you, and they will push you more and more if you're able to like retain people at a high level as well. So like anything else is a skill set. It's about getting in, testing, seeing what it is that you can actually optimize for growth, and then continuing on from there. So does it really matter whether or not you start a new account? Yes, because you get a little bit more reach and a little bit more psychological safety with the new account. But as long as you apply the best practices for building a brand on Instagram, whether you start a new page or not, you're going to be good. And the second question that I got from Jaden, he asked me, bro, I think I need to clean up my IG, like make it more professional while still having some vulnerability. So again, this kind of goes back to what are your goals for the platform? Do you want to present yourself as a professional, or is it just a space that you're using to stay connected with people from your past? Now, for me personally, when I think clean up IG, I don't necessarily think going and archiving like a bunch of posts, even though that's one approach that you can take. I generally like to think about it more as posting on top with a little bit more purpose. So the way how I like to think about this is utilizing the 80-20 rule. If you want to go the personal brand route, you'd probably go 80% personal content and 20%, whether that be work, whether that be hobbies, whether that be like whatever. There is room to like mix them in, but you'd probably want to go, 80% talking about what it is that you do, 80% talking about the things that you like, and then probably like 20% of, extra stuff in your life. But if you're doing a business or service, I would say to flip that and go the 80% talking about what it is that you're selling, who it is that you help, how people can work with you, what are the results that you get, and the 20% would be about yourself, why you got into this, what does it look like on a real day-to-day, you building this business, doing this service, advertising, whatever it is that you're doing. So yeah, once again, without making this video too long, just wanted to chime in on this. If you guys have any more questions when it comes to Instagram growth, social media marketing in general, running ads, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or Threads. I'll get back there as soon as I can. And if you're someone who has the desire to build a little bit more of a personal presence online, I know quite a few people have already reached out to me and told me that in 2025, this is something that they really want to do. And you want a little bit more of a one-on-one, personal assistance with helping you to think through, ideate, and potentially come up with an action plan that you can be more visible on the internet in 2025. Feel free to reach out, and this is something that I can definitely help you with as well. So yeah, guys, it's been a fun start to the year. The initial reaction that I've had from these videos is really good so far. So just want to focus on consistency and showing up in this space in a format that I really enjoy doing. If you've watched until this point in the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in future videos. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.